Where does music come from? I think it comes from a very spiritual place. I think it comes from a place of connection. It's like it's always happening. I had a major event about a year and a few months ago where I suddenly needed to have emergency and kind of humongous brain surgery. 1 minute I'm going to get a quick check on my ear, and the next minute I'm kind of being told to get my affairs in order. I went home, I saw my kids and I saw my wife, and instead of kind of going into a really bad place, I heard in my head this really happy melody. I went into this with hope, and that is really thanks to incredible people in my life who didn't let me isolate. They made this part of a community. And that encouragement is really so important to keep going into the unknown. After the surgery, I was only really able to focus on the absolute basics of living. I was incredibly disorientated. I lost a lot of sight and hearing through this process, and I didn't know whether I would be able to write music again. If I did, I didn't know how I would hear it. And I wanted to write a piece of music to express my deep gratitude towards the doctors that saved my life. I sat at my beautiful piano and I just played this very simple hook. I didn't hear it in my head before like I often do. I just sat at the piano and it came out. This little melody has persistence and pain in it at the same time. It has feeling, but it has this human desire to go on.
This project from the start, I felt a responsibility as a creative director to really be protective. The circle got very small because it's not just a job. This is an opportunity to really heal people. A dear friend of mine, Michael O'Neill, is an incredible director and photographer that I have had the pleasure of working with for a number of years.
Let's just play with some of the hands too, Ryan. Just kind of reach up, elbow to hand. Beautiful.
It's been a wonderful experience working with Peter. He's given us so much trust with this project to really tell his very personal story. It's been fun to sort of translate that visually.
The collaboration has been almost the same as the process before the writing started. It's a lot of trust. It's a lot of me not trying to control the process, but trying to kind of allow it.
When I started to concept the work and of course met Peter, we instantly had this very beautiful connection about what this project meant to both of us. Color came forward for me, and also this idea of inclusivity.
We came up with the idea to have dancers and have them sort of display recovery through movement, almost like a silhouette where the viewer can really put themselves in the place of these human forms and really interpret recovery in their own way.
The last thing that I want is for this to be a medical recovery story. It's not. Recovery is happening in every way and every day to all of us. You know, I think music is as transcendent as life itself. It comes from a place where the unconscious and the spiritual meet. I think what I'm trying to do is, if someone hears some of this music, maybe they can have a slight change of state. And really, what does everybody want? Just a little bit of peace and space to accept themselves and feel like we're part of this world in connected ways.